You need to calm down. Taylor Swift is going to make a rare TV appearance. The newly engaged singer who is going to marry Travis Kelce is giving her next big interview. As details of her wedding plans start to swirl, Swift is going to be joining Graham Norton's sofa for a tell-all chat. With time off from touring, the chart topper is going to be promoting her latest album, The Life of a Showgirl, on the day that it comes out. She joins actor Cillian Murphy, Greta Lee, Jodie Turner-Smith, Domhnall Gleeson, and Lewis Capaldi on The Graham Norton Show on Friday, October 3rd. The interviews are set to air on BBC One at 10:40 p.m. Meanwhile, Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce are celebrating Taylor Swift's return to television on new heights.
What was a trick that you learned, Jason, to help potty train?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
My kid just takes his diaper off or his pull-up off and just goes wherever he wants.
Wow.
All over the house. So, all right, that's my question. Bye.
I never had that. We haven't had that issue of taking it off and then going throughout the house. I'll tell you what, with each successive kid, it becomes easier because then the kid before is like learning how the other one does it. And I feel like with Wyatt, she was the first one that you actually had to like proactively get her to go on the potty. And the way we potty train her is you can see him just starting to shit. Like it ain't like hard to spot. Like when she goes off into the corner and you just see her face starting to go like, do you need to poop right now? Why? And then you're like, hey, let's go up on the potty. Once they get to a certain age, you're like, hey, let's go up on the potty. And she's like, I swear to God, this is how you do it, Travis. You'll find out. You see them, and then they also start getting old enough that they get a little bit like self-conscious about it. So they'll just kind of like wander off for a second, and then they'll be gone, and you'll be like, I know what she's going to do. And she's trying to go get some privacy to go shit in a corner. And you're like, hey, let's go up on the potty. And then you just put the potty seat down, take the diaper off, put her on, and then eventually she likes shitting on the potty. The peeing is a little bit, they gotta grow into that. They gotta get tired of the uncomfortableness of the diaper, and then eventually they start peeing on the potty, and that's the way we did it. A couple of them would take their diapers off, but we would usually put them back on before they started peeing all over the house. So yeah, that's our strategy for potty training.
Nice. Ed Kelce would just say tie, but I guess you don't have a you don't have
That's not an option for us.
That's not an option.
And to be honest, I couldn't tie mine into a knot. That's not an option for me either. All right, what else we got?
Are you working on planning the wedding? Are you doing this now? Is that the next move?
That's the next step. That's the next step in it all.
Don't stress about it, too. I remember thinking about it with my wife.
That one's going to be easy. I just got to figure out if win a football game first.
Yeah, you got to do one of that.
The wedding planning will be easy compared to trying to figure out how to fucking catch a goddamn football.
Yeah.
No,
you got to do DJ or band? Are you thinking about all this stuff?
Yeah, I think we're live music kind of people, So
I've seen you perform. You have to.
Oh, that's right. 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Yeah.
You did AC/DC live with the band.
Ooh, yeah.
It was one of the best things I've ever heard.
Oh.
Jason, you must have seen Travis.
Oh, yeah. I've seen all of them. And
you've seen all the moves.
I've seen these all growing up. He's always had this in his bag. He's been a man of entertainment since the beginning. So this is not surprising.
I just go up there and I send it. I'm no Mustang Sally when Jimmy gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
That one, I really.
Pat Mahomes after the game, of course, like everybody else, is going to put it on him. He said, to throw a tad early, but
the ball was where it needed to be when it needed to be there. I just got to get my head around out of the break. And I shot you that text telling you that it's one of those plays where it happens bang, bang. And I know that that's the window that it needs to be in. I know it's coming out of armpits and ear holes of the offense and defensive line getting their hands up. And I just got to be able to get my head around right now so that I don't put myself in a position to let the ball surprise me like that.
Gotcha.
And it's frustrating, man. I've scored on that play a million times in my life and obviously exaggerated, but it's something that should have never happened. And then, it cost us. It cost us big time, and that shit hurts. But we'll get it fixed.
I hear you. Of news.
New news.
Here to help us with this special edition from the College of St. Rose. You know him from his 6 years on Saturday Night Live as the Emmy award-winning host of The Tonight Show, or as the guy who threw Travis's putter into a lake in Las Vegas. Please welcome Mr. Jimmy Fallon!
Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to be here. Honored. This is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good, nice and long one. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's crush it. Thanks for having me.
This is incredible.
I'm such a big fan of the show. First time caller. I'm just so excited to be here. I love it.
Dude, I love it. And Jimmy, thank you for throwing that thing away. I haven't missed as many putts. I'm still missing putts, but that putter is, you throwing that in the lake made my life so much better on the golf course. Thank you.
Can I just tell the story just so anyone who hasn't heard it?
I would love to hear it because I've heard Travis's version of this, but I would love to hear Jimmy's version of this.
So I think this is the first time we ever met, Travis, right?
Yes, at 8 a.m. 8 a.m.
We didn't know each other yet. We're at a golf tournament. Justin Timberlake does this golf tournament in Vegas. We're playing this this course, and it's Travis and Patrick Mahomes versus me and Justin Timberlake, and it's great. And gosh, you guys are really good. And I think you ended up winning. You won the whole tournament, but you didn't like your putts. You were putting terribly.
It was horrendous. It was bad. Pat did all the putting that day. Yes.
Yeah, and you were like, dude, but we were having fun. I was like, dude, we're totally hitting it off. It was great. Do you remember I had a crazy chip-in shot?
Dude, out of the bunker. The devil's butthole, dude. I haven't called a bunker anything but that.
Devil's butthole, dude. That's the name of that bunker. And so I sank it. It was unbelievable. Right from the bunker into the hole. It was great. So we're on the 17th hole, I want to say, and it's a hole surrounded by water. And then you missed the putt. And it was kind of and you go, darn it, I missed the putt again. Like, it's just been terrible today. And so I looked at you and I said, like, hand it over. Give it to me.
Come here. Give me it.
Yeah, give it. I'm thinking that he's going to give me the ball. And I was going to take his ball and throw the ball in the lake.
Yes, yeah.
So I go, give it to me, and we don't really know each other, so he just gives me his putter.
Like,
so
he's going to show me how to do this.
There's a crowd of people watching Jason. So my brain had to make a quick decision, like, do I give it back and explain that I wanted, or just throw the putter into the lake? So I just roll with it. I'm like, and I whipped the putter into the lake, and he looked at me like, dude, what? What are you thinking? What is wrong with you?
The shackles were off me at that point, though. I was like, oh, I'm free.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it sounds like you did you a favor. Get rid of that fucking thing. That putter was not where it was at.
The worst thing ever, dude.
But you were laughing at me. You were like, dude, what? And I go, and even Timberlake was like, why would you do that, bro? Like, that's so rude. I go,
it's like, so funny.
Yeah, because I'm like, I didn't even know you, but you were a good sport about it and laughed about it. And I think that putter is still at the bottom of the lake.
It never made it out.
Yep. Nope. The wind ended up naming it after me, saying you got to know when to fold them and you got to know when to hold them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it Travis Lake or is it?
Lake Travis over there at the Wynn. Anybody you can go over to the Wynn. If you end up playing the Wynn golf course, it's right there on between 17 and 18.
I told them that they should install a
story
GoPro.
To remember forever, man.
They should install a GoPro camera underwater, like a live stream of just fish swimming past your putter. Yeah. Why not?
I mean, next time, Jimmy, just do us all a favor and just throw Travis into the lake. That's how you elevate this.
Yeah, the next move.
Yes.
I'm gonna be checking my six every single time.
Hey,
let's go! Let's go!
1587 prime,
dude. If you ever find yourself in Kansas City, dude,
I got a nice football that was sent to me from Travis for the new steakhouse. It's officially happening.
It's
officially happening. Yeah, actually, as this airs, the day this airs on Wednesday, it'll be up and running. It'll be the first day open to the public. So,
are you working on planning the wedding? Are you doing this now? Is that the next?
That's the next step. That's the next step in it all.
Don't stress about it. I remember thinking about it with my wife.
That one's going to be easy. I just got to figure out if win a football game first.
Yeah, you got to do one of that.
The wedding planning will be easy compared to trying to figure out how to fucking catch a goddamn football.
Yeah, you got to do DJ or band. Are you thinking about all this stuff?
Yeah, I think we're live music kind of people, you know. So
I've seen you perform. You have to.
Oh, that's right. 8 a.m. 8 a.m.
You did AC/DC live with the band.
Ooh, yeah.
It was one of the best things I've ever heard. Oh, Jason, you must have seen Travis.
I've seen all of them. And
you've seen all the moves.
I've seen these all growing up. He's always had this in his bag. He's been a man of entertainment since the beginning. So this is not surprising.
I just go up there and I send it. I'm no Mustang Sally when Jimmy gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
That one, I really.
You looked at him and like told him like what like chord to be in and everything, and like which like. I was just like, oh, I don't know. You look so much more professional up there. I was just like, you said something to the band. All right, A minor.
Kesey.
No more fun. No more fun. Kesey, and I better look good right now. Yeah. And you know who never sings? Timberlake.
JT, dude.
He gets out of it every year, and I go, dude, you are a singer. Why?
Everyone is here to see you potentially sing.
Yes.
I will say this. He asked me this past year to do a duet, to like go up there with him.
What?
You didn't do it?
Dude, I was so shit-faced. I was so hammered. I was like, no, I can't go up there. I can't
do it.
You just can't. I won't be able. I won't sound good. I can't even see the words from the stage. So JT, I got you next year though. I'll sober up by the time karaoke comes around.
And I'll follow that. We're open for you guys.
We're going to get some bold topics to wrap up week 2 around the NFL.
Let's do it, man. My day was going great. I forgot about this game, put it in the past. Let's fucking talk about it, Jason.
Yeah, let's bring it back up to the forefront and give the people what they want. Chiefs 17. Well, they want to hear some perspective. Chiefs 17, Eagles 20. Trav, initial thoughts from this game?
Got to catch the ball. And we give ourselves a chance. Right now, we're just not executing to the degree that we hold ourselves accountable to, and that's just. It starts up top with Coach Reed and how he holds us accountable. And then, us players got to hold each other accountable. I got to be there for my guys, man, knowing that they put a lot on my plate to be a good player for this team. And I need to fucking answer that bell, man. And 0-2 start is not how you envision the year starting.
Yeah.
Played 2 solid teams. The Chargers looked great again last night against the Raiders, but
yeah.
And Philly's still got a lot of great players on that team. Obviously, I love all the coaches and everybody over there, and we just got to get this thing we got to get the train rolling on the right tracks, man.
For sure.
And we're a play here and a play there away from being 2-0, and that's what we see when we watch the film. And it's all about just keep coming to work every single day and getting right.
You brought up the drop passer up front, so I think maybe we go straight to that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think Pat Mahomes after the game, of course, like everybody else, is going to put it on him. He said, to throw a tad early, but
the ball was where it needed to be when it needed to be there. I just got to get my head around out of the break, and I shot you that text telling you that it's one of those plays where it happens bang bang, and I know that that's the window that it needs to be in. I know it's coming out of armpits and ear holes of the offense and defensive line getting their hands up, and I just got to be able to get my head around right now so that I don't put myself in a position to let the ball surprise me like that.
Gotcha.
And it's frustrating, man. I've scored on that play a million times in my life, and obviously exaggerated, but it's something that should have never happened. And then, it cost us. It cost us big time, and that shit hurts, but we'll get it fixed.
I hear you. Well, I have no doubt you guys are going to get it fixed. Let's go right into this. One of the highlights of the freaking play was my man Josh Simmons hitting 18 miles an hour. I know we don't want to talk about that, but it's a fucking great hustle play by an offensive tackle. Obviously, the beginning portion of it was rough, but I could not help but be kind of awed at this big man rumbling and bumbling down the field.
Unbelievable athlete. Showed tremendous effort on that play to save a touchdown and give our defense a chance to at least hold him. And I love him for it, man. It's effort like that that's gonna have us, in a good position moving on here. And I think as long as we keep that kind of effort, that kind of focus throughout the year, throughout the work week and everything, we're going to get this execution thing figured out, man. And Josh, man, we already knew he was a specimen.
Yeah.
But that might've been my first time seeing him really taking
open it up.
Open the gate up. Yeah.
You know what that reminds me of? Have you ever seen the clip of Larry Allen? It's one of my favorite O-line clips. It's one of the most impressive things I've ever seen.
I had to have.
Do you feel that Do you think that you guys are the expectation that you guys hold yourself to and the way it's unfolded the first 2 weeks? Like, do you feel like you're so pressing to get that first win that like is it like pressing too hard? I don't know if that makes sense.
There is a bit of like, yeah, because you try and you know how good you could be. And,
right.
you know, when things aren't going smooth and the plays aren't being made, you try and turn into Superman and you try and do too much. And that's what you mean by pressing, is that you try and do more than what is asked of you on a certain play of a certain moment and of a certain decision. It's like, oh, do I just do the routine thing or I do something spectacular and try and make it all work?
Yes.
And I think there's a little bit of that, at least from me.
Yeah.
I definitely felt that. I felt that in the first game, not as much on this game. But at the same time, it's like those instincts will come, you know, those instincts will come. And I think just running this Andy Reid offense, which is, you know, hasn't failed us yet. I think running that offense to a T is and just doing what our coaches ask us to do, our teammates ask us to do. I think keeping that focus going forward with the keeping the energy up and keeping the focus up and the attention to detail up, I think it'll all iron itself out.
One of the more things that I think is difficult as a leader and being a guy that people look to on game day is knowing like, when am I encouraging? When am I, and it takes a sense. And I know that you, Chris Jones, Pat, Andy is the best at it, in my opinion. It's like, when is it like, come on, let's go. We got this. And then when is it like enough is enough, or like you're not seeing a response and you need to create a scene to elicit the response from your teammates and everybody else. And sometimes it's even trying to elicit a response from yourself, but it's like, there's like this fine line that is difficult to navigate that I think, especially when you know it needs to get corrected, you've been around and you can't waste more time where it's like, I don't know. Is any of this making sense? I always felt like this.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think you kind of got to be in the heat of the battle and on the sidelines and amongst the team to feel when you need that and how to navigate that for sure. But like you said, Coach Reid does it the best, man. I follow his lead in a lot of that kind of stuff. And and when he asked me to, you know, pick the juice up or you know, start playing with some piss and vinegar or, you know, however you want to say it, you know.
Start showing some emotion. Like, goddamn, this is,
the fucking tuxedo off and put the blue jeans on, baby. Let's get this thing rolling.
Here we go.
You know, I think Coach Reid does it best, man. I just follow his lead in that department.
Well, let's get to what everyone is mad about, which is the tush push. Well, I don't know that everybody's mad about it. It's definitely being made up to be a big thing online. Which I get. I mean, listen, the one on the goal line, and I do think this play, people love to point out the false start thing. I think it is very difficult when you see these things in real time. I think people don't realize how fraction of a second we're talking about here. The one on the goal line.
Yeah, I hear you. You know, it's either you get caught or you don't. Either way, you got to stop the play. And you know, things like this happen. Refs miss calls all the fucking time. Keep it moving.
I'll say, because there's been alleging that like this is an on-purpose thing that guys are going offsides. As an offensive line, it's imperative that you get off on the snap. So you're doing the best you can to get off on it before the defender gets off on it and exactly when that verbiage comes out of the quarterback's mouth. You're trying to time it up perfectly.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're a little bit early. And I'll tell you this, as an offensive lineman, you'd rather be early than late because if you're late, it is a very hard play to execute. But I think the Eagles, and I mean this, they're going to be under a microscope moving forward. Everybody is going to be looking at this because of what happened, not just against you guys, but this first week too. Everybody's taking pictures of it. They're saying they're in the neutral zone. They're saying they're false starting because they slow it down to like 1,000 frames per second.
Yeah.
So they need to be very, very cautious because the calls are going to be starting to come, and they should be. Like once it's out there and there's video evidence, rightfully so, the officials are going to be.
Yeah. For those of you that don't understand how the NFL and these kind of plays work, whether it's, you know, a guy that tugs in routes, a guy or wide receiver that uses his hands and uses his arms as levers.
Yeah.
If guys are doing something that's playing that line of legal or illegal on the field, it's like those tapes get sent into the NFL to review.
Yes.
So those tapes get eyeballs from the NFL, from these refs, and they get notes, and then the refs the next week go into the game like, hey, 8-7, make sure, you know what I mean, you're not using your arms at the top of your brakes. Yes. Make sure you're not, grabbing on guys, yanking on guys, doing things that you shouldn't be doing that you were doing last week. So everything gets sent to the NFL for review, and the refs then start to look for these things the following week or the weeks after.
And this is my point of the official is 70 feet away on the sideline, and he's trying to look down a line and gauge sometimes inches, right? And see who's in the neutral zone, who's getting it off. It's a very tough play for him. I do not relish the difficulty of that. And then once you go on and you start putting this out on tape, like I guarantee the team that the Eagles are playing this week, they're throwing in all of these clips to the NFL as well as everybody else on social media. The refs are going to be they're going to be looking for anything to call.
That's the thing, is that now that it's been made a big deal, they're definitely going to be looking for it.
Yeah, and listen, they're going to get a couple calls, and that's in some ways the way it levels out over time, right? And I think that we need to give the line judges, I said this on Monday Night Countdown, I think we need to give the line judges binoculars. Like, I think that they need to be able to peek down the line and get a zoomed in, because that's the view that everybody at home's getting. They're getting the zoomed in, like, great look at it that the line official doesn't get granted. So
yeah,
just kind of, maybe it's a one piece. Maybe it's a telescope. Do we go telescope on the sideline? I will say this. I thought the Chiefs defended it pretty damn. It was the best I've seen the Chiefs defend that play. They kind of stopped them on two of them from a yard, which is, I mean, that's a very hard play to stop for a yard. Chris Jones is coming off the rock. He got some knockback on a few of them. It's a very hard play to defend as is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Got to do your job on second and third, man. Don't get caught in those situations.
I don't know. I'm also kind of tired of it. I'm tired of talking about it.
Yeah.
That's the reality of it. Like, I get that there's like a hair of a second early on some of these. Some of them are legitimate false starts. Some of them I feel like fall well within the parameters of any other short yardage play. And there's the other thing. The false start thing, that thing is going to happen whether it's a tush push or a regular quarterback sneak. Guards are going to be trying to time out the snap. Good guards on short yardage runs are going to be trying to time out the snap. Like, that's how, if you're late, you're going to be screwed. So it's not like they're trying to false start.
There were a couple that were questionable, and
there was the one for sure that was very obvious that they were early.
Yeah, and the other ones that you can question them whether you want to get down to the millisecond or whatnot. It's just, it's not the reason why we lost the game. I don't care what anybody else says about that. We should have won that game in other aspects of the entire 4 quarters that we played football. And congrats to the Eagles. Fuck it. Keep it moving, man. Let's get to the rest of week 2. Some of the other big stories around the league. Players only meetings. They had a few teams have some player only meetings. Dolphins held a player only meeting after week 1 loss to the Colts. Lost to the Patriots 33-27 this week. They put up a few more points. Tyreek Hill, my guy Tita, finally got in the 3 digits again, getting the ball thrown his way. Do players only meetings work? Have you guys ever done this? I've had a few of them.
You're in a really bad state once you get to players meetings.
Yeah.
That's what, like, it's not a good place to be usually.
It's not like that meeting is going to be like some like movie, like motivational moment where everything finally clicks. Like, if you're doing a players only meeting, it's because some shit is like, you've seen some shit going on for a long time. Yeah. And you finally get sick of it and have to say something.
My view of players only means, and I was a part of them and I talked in them, a lot of the times once you get to this point, it's because you really don't know how to fix the issue. It's like a last resort to try and like, hey, we don't have an answer from a play calling standpoint or from like an actual legitimate reason to improve our play on the field. So we're going to have a players only meeting to motivate guys and make a difference. And sometimes it does. Like, I'm not trying to say that they don't work at all. I just think by the time you're getting to players only meetings, I feel like it's like almost like you're resorting to this last ditch effort to like make some overarching correction. But like, if you knew what was causing the issue, you just go up to the coach or the player or the guy in particular, or like, it just feels like they're always like these overarching things that usually don't accomplish much, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I can't remember one where
Yeah,
I
you
was
guys
like,
win a lot.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, it has to happen. At some point, you try to keep accountability, and like it gets to a point where once you've lost, and like the Dolphins, they've lost, like they're playing terrible. So like you try to preserve the player buy-in and the guys on the team as like, hey man, we got to do this. We got to take ownership. So like it kind of has to happen. But usually once it gets to that point, it's like you're so deflated and defeated. But I don't know. I don't want
It's a long year. I don't know. Yeah. Who knows what
two.
was said in this players only meeting? Obviously
Sure.
they came out and put up a pretty damn good effort against the Patriots.
They lost to the Patriots, Travis. Drake May fucking looked like all pro.
Jason, I still play. You can say that.
That's fair. That's fair. I shouldn't say that either. This is the real problem I have with players only meetings. Like, what the fuck are we saying in here that we don't want to say in front of the coaches? I don't understand. Like, the only reason you're doing this is if you don't want the coaches to hear it, or like you're afraid that you saying something is going to be taken a certain way by a coach. So why the fuck are you saying, like, just go and say this to the coach. If this is how you feel, just go and say it. Like, I don't understand what the purpose of,
I hear you.
Hey, let's not have the coaches in here and then say a bunch of stuff. Like, a lot of times, honestly, this is what I truly feel. It's players just trying to make like a show of like, it's time to have that players only meeting.
Yeah.
We got to take accountability. And it's like, how about we just say this in front of a team meeting, in front of everybody? Why do we need to do this without the coach? Like, are you nervous to say? I never felt like, I'm not going to say this because the coach is in here. I'm just like, listen, I'm going to tell you what I actually think is going to help make us better. Why would I fucking not say that to the coach? I'm not going to be a dickhead about it. I'm like, listen, I think that if we ran the ball and did some play action, it'll help our offense out. I'm going to say that if I think that. I'm also going to say, like, hey, if you're not fucking accountable, if you're not paying attention to meetings and then MAs are happening, I'm going to say that. Like, I don't know what is happening in the players only meeting that can't just be said in front of the coaches. I've never felt like it made much sense to me.
Who's the one guy in the National Football League that you think has had the most players only meetings?
Let me think. Do you have somebody in mind? Is that why you're saying this?
Of course, yeah.
Who has had the most players only meetings? Gosh, I'm trying to like think of like who is that guy that's calling them.
I wonder if that stat's out there.
You never know who calls it unless you're on the team, but
yeah,
we all know the kind of guys that are calling for him. Let's see. It's a defensive player for sure.
Oh, it was another unforgettable night. Not only for football fans when the Chiefs lost 17-20 to the Eagles, but for Swifties, the pop star seemed to have changed all her habits when she came to cheer for her fiancé, Travis Kelce. Taylor still brought her whole family, including Austin, Mom Andrea, and Dad Scott, to Arrowhead as usual. But this time the cameras could not find Swift's family in the VIP suite. Even when she entered the stadium, there was a curtain to cover her, even though Austin and Andrea were spotted walking last. Previously, every time Taylor entered the Eras Tour, she usually sat in a cleaning cart. Behind Taylor Swift's action, there was a great meaning. Not only was it a tough response from the music star, it was also a move showing her full support for her husband-to-be Travis Kelce. Join Tavies in delving into the changes in pop star Taylor Swift's third season with the Chiefs. Here we go. Fans have been anticipating the arrival of pop star Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce's fiancé, to Arrowhead all week, but things didn't go as planned. An incognito Taylor Swift sent fans into a frenzy after mysteriously arriving for Travis Kelce and the Chiefs' first home game of the season hidden behind a giant screen. The pop megastar typically drove fan crazy when she heads to Arrowhead Stadium to watch her beau in action, yet she opted to do so secretively for Kansas City's Super Bowl rematch against the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday. Fans understand Swift, who initially appeared to skip the game, was actually in attendance after sneaking into the stadium almost undetected, with footage later surfacing of her entering behind a screen. She was also not pictured watching on from her usual private suite. It is currently unclear why she went to such drastic lengths to stay hidden on the day, with some fans suggesting she is sporting a bold new look and others claiming the NFL was poised to unveil her as the 2026 Super Bowl halftime performer. Others, meanwhile, are convinced that Swift arrived out of the spotlight because she is pregnant just over a month since her and Kelce announced they are engaged. This is crazy. But what exactly happened? Well, as smart fans explained, I think with everything going on right now, it's for safety and security reasons. Yes, security has become a pressing issue amid the complex events unfolding across the country. Taylor was definitely at Arrowhead on Sunday with her entire family. It's not hard to see that when you scroll through your news feed or follow the major newspapers. But pay attention, at first when the Chiefs versus Eagles game started, Taylor had not appeared. All the major newspapers expressed their endless regret and put forward thousands of theories about the Chiefs' absence. Let me read a few for you. Sad surprise for fans, Taylor Swift skips Chiefs versus Eagles Super Bowl rematch after engagement with Travis Kelce. Taylor Swift misses an important moment in her family life and exposes the reality faced by many NFL players. Travis Kelce loses it in 5-word outbursts with Taylor Swift nowhere to be seen. Definitely confirmed. And here's the headline of the same newspaper after Taylor Swift suddenly appeared in the middle of the game. Fans go into overdrive with Taylor Swift sneaks into the game and can't be seen. Oh, what a bunch of clowns. You know, these same people were comparing Taylor's attendance at Travis games to Haley Steinfeld's attendance at Allen. They said that Haley Steinfeld is humble and rarely shows up to watch her husband Josh Allen in the NFL, even though she's at most of his games. The truth is, no one gives a fuck about Steinfeld. But Taylor Swift's positive impact on the game is clear. In just 2 years since she's been in the NFL, the number of fans has increased by more than 8 million. The Chiefs' kingdom alone has added about 3.4 million fans. Taylor has shown executives that there are tens of millions of young people who are fully capable of becoming passionate sports fans. They're ready. Like Swift herself, all they need is an invitation. Some fans told TV's 87 that Travis Kelce was escorted by bodyguards to the VIP suite door after leaving the Chiefs' locker room, and then the group quietly left under heavy police protection. It seems that something serious is going on with the couple, that they have to take unprecedented measures to keep their seats secret. Fans also said that Travis Kelce missed his private interview in the locker room and angered some reporters, but given the unpredictable turmoil, Travis has every reason to do so. One fact that you may not know is that the Arrowhead security team and the police seem to have been working at full capacity. They cleared all the high points and around the security door. The access is blocked, and that is why there is no more attractive footage of Taylor and her family entering the bunker in a golf cart. The Chiefs' season opener at home was a tense affair as the two teams went for every point, with Butker missing one of the game's most regrettable penalties to put the Chiefs in a tight spot, but it was Travis Kelce's goal line drop that took the momentum out of the Chiefs. Although unable to find their first win of the season, the Chiefs duo showed a more positive side than the first game in Brazil. Travis Kelce led the stats with 4 catches and 61 yards, not only blocking, but also doing the WR duties, while Mahomes stood out with a 49-yard touchdown and 187 passing yards in the game against the Eagles. To be honest, after the Chiefs' 20-17 loss, Travis became the center of criticism from the press for dropping a ball right on the goal line, but that was just the dirty press and the fans of the winning games. Speaking about that play, Mahomes cleared up all doubts after the press conference.
Yeah, I mean, we got the defense that we wanted. You know, we expect them to play that 0-0 with the whole player, with the safety. I think I threw it just a tad too early, you know, just trying to put it on his body low before that whole player got there. And I think if I can put it more on his body and not so far out in front of him, then he can catch it, take the hit, and get in the end zone.
Listen, he's trying to get guys fired up and going. You know, I mean, that's him. He's that way every week if you keep an eye on him. So he's all in all the time. So, you know, that's the way he was today.
Travis is still Travis. No need to expect a strong comeback, a bounce back. Travis is always strong and full of enthusiasm. He does everything he can to be the best for the team. And listen to how humble he is.
No way. I love what I do. I'm still a kid on Sundays that enjoys every single aspect of the game, and I built a family here.
I love you, big guy.
I don't want to give that up yet. I still feel like I got a lot to prove.
But Trav, when your playing days are over here, what do you want your legacy to be?
That I was a good teammate. I was a good person in the community. I just love what I do. I don't know. I'm not here for any other reasons. I just love coming in, playing football, and giving people something to get excited for outside of their lives on Sundays. Hopefully they can see how much excitement I bring to my life, and they can bring that to others.
And to end the video, as Travis likes to say,
what's it like being in a game where it's like, it's just not coming your way?
Oh,
like it's,
bro, you're winning. Who gives a fuck?
Man, get the fuck out of here. I've played receiver. I know when you were getting open and you're not getting the ball, it is frustrating as fuck. I don't want to hear it.
If we're winning, nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear how you feel when we're winning.
I understand nobody wants to hear it.
Don't even let yourself get to that point, dog.
I'm not even letting, I'm saying, but what's going on in your head? What's the honest truth in your head that's happening?
We're winning. I can't say shit.
Nobody's saying you're going to say something.
I can't say shit. What am I going to say? Oh, I need the ball.
Nobody's saying, what are you going to say?
Give me a chance. That's what I'm saying. In my head, I'm just like, we're winning. Let's keep this fucking thing going.
You're not frustrated one bit?
No.
I'm not buying it.
That's Taylor Swift's familiar voice as the music superstar sang at Patrick Mahomes' birthday bash. The viral video shows Mahomes getting emotional at the bash at 1587 Prime, hosted by his friends Travis Kelce, and Taylor Swift was also spotted cuddling in the background, while Britney teased her husband by blowing out his candles. Taylor Swift looks gorgeous wearing the poppy vest and patent skirt by Simkai, a Tavia leather platform loafer pumps by Gucci, and white gold CC rhinestones pendant necklace by Chanel, a gift of fiancé Travis Kelce. Country star Kane Brown shared highlights from Chiefs star's birthday party at 1587 Prime, Kelce and Mahomes' new steakhouse in Kansas City. Mahomes' wife, Brittany Mahomes, hosted the bash on Sunday, September 14th. Brown posted a photo with his wife, Caitlin, Mahomes, Brittany, Kelce, and Swift and wrote, "Happy birthday, Pat, and congrats, TT. Thanks for hosting us, Brit." In the second slide, the singer included a video of the three-time Super Bowl MVP blowing out his candles. Photos of Kelce at the birthday emerged one day earlier as former NBA player Chandler Parsons posted a photo with Chiefs tight end at the bash. Despite Kelce's sideline outburst in the second quarter, the 35-year-old looked happy and relaxed in the picture. While hosting a birthday party immediately after a loss may seem ill-timed, given the Chiefs' weekday practice schedule, Sunday evening was probably the best night to celebrate. Mahomes' official turns 30 on September 17th, the same date 1587 Prime opens to the public. Travis Kelce will throw his biggest party ever on October 3rd at the Lowe's Hotel in Kansas City to celebrate the release of his album, The Life of a Showgirl. Sources tell Tevies 87, Travis Kelce's friends last night apparently leaked Travis Kelce's agenda at Patrick Mahomes' early birthday party at 1587. In it, Ross Travis was heard saying that Travis rented out the entire KC Chiefs Convention Center on the day of the album's release, and all his friends would be invited. It's like a bachelor party, the source said. Sources told Tevies 87 that Taylor's family, including brother Austin and mother Andrea, will be in Kansas City for the next 2 days. They will also be attending Mahomes' party at 1587 Prime. In addition, Jason, Kylie, and Donna will also be at the venue for the restaurant's official opening day. There are rumors that Patrick Mahomes will join Jason and Travis on this week's New Heights podcast, which has been a long time coming, and Mahomes' return will definitely excite 92%ers. Last night was a tumultuous one domestically after Taylor Swift's countdown was postponed, then her stunning video blew fans away. There were a few outlets reporting on the pop star's demise ahead of her album release, and we're not talking about the nonsense Baldoni is spouting here. Here are some of the big news from last night about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Travis Kelce planned an elaborate and lavish proposal to pop star Taylor Swift months before he took her on the New Heights podcast. Now his friends have revealed some of the adorable details. Oh guys, after Travis and Mahomes tried out 1587 Prime, some of the guests revealed that not only was alchemy there, but there were a lot of Taylor Swift posters and pictures inside the restaurant. One of them was a funny photo of Taylor Swift wearing the number 11 and 18 jerseys that Travis wore when he played baseball in high school. While there were some photos of Britney wearing the number 5, Mahomes' old number at Texas Tech, isn't that sweet? Justice was finally served, but only half of it when Los Angeles Chargers player Ter Tart has reportedly been fined $12,172 for slapping Travis Kelce in the face during their game in Brazil last week. That may have appeased Chiefs fans, but many thought it was too lenient for Tart. Also related to Travis and Taylor's wedding, after The Foreigner, now more world-famous bands and DJs are offering to perform for free at their weddings. Of course, smart Swifties know what a freebie is. Okay, here we go.
You FaceTimed him on the day it was announced.
Well, it happened much earlier, but...
did you know it happened?
I think so. Like
You're getting invited, dude.
No.
You're one of like 5 people that knew.
No, we spoke... Him and I spoke when I had last saw him, and he said he was wanting to do it when we had golfed together in like April or May, and he said he was doing it, but he didn't say when. I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah.
But I don't pry. It's like that thing about the memes online where women are like, "You golfed with your buddy, like what happened with his divorce?" It's like we didn't talk about it.
No,
It's like you were there for 4 hours. Like, yeah, we don't. So like he's brought something up about it. And then I never asked again. I mean, I don't know, dude. Not saying I don't care, but I don't. It's not what I'm stoked. I hope it's.
Yeah.
I hope it's awesome. But I'm not gonna be like, what day? What are you doing it? What's going on? No, but we just FaceTimed him to say congrats, and he said what's up to my pops, which
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, my dad was like, when am I going? Do I get an invite? I was like, actually, it'd be funnier if he went. And I didn't go.
Yeah. I think she's gonna have like maybe a handful of his rowdy friends that she'll allow him to invite. Like you get 6 of the rowdy boys.
Well, he's got a lot of dogs from Ohio that he's loyal to the foil on that will be there for sure. But they grew up with him and everything. I'm an adult friend. That's a different.
Yeah, adult friends. Yeah,
adult friends are different. We met later in life, and I'm sure when they're going down the list, she'll get to Santino and be like, I don't know, dude.
Travis Kelce simply couldn't help himself from incorporating his soon-to-be wife in his new 1587 Prime Steakhouse in Kansas City, Missouri. The new establishment, co-owned by Kelce and his Chiefs teammate Patrick Mahomes, hosted a complimentary VIP pre-opening dinner on Thursday night before its grand opening on September 17th. One fan who attended the dinner revealed that the steakhouse's menu features a sweet drawing of Swift wearing her fiancé's University of Cincinnati football jersey. The food, the atmosphere, the little details, every bit felt like a love letter to the people and places Travis and Patrick care about most. The fan captioned a picture of the artwork via Instagram. Like this custom art? How adorable is this? Travis graduated from the University of Cincinnati and his football jersey was number 18. However, that's not the only Swift-inspired detail the athletes included in their new venture. The NFL stars previously stated that it was important to both of them to include Taylor Swift Easter eggs in their restaurant. They teased the cocktail menu at their restaurant in an Instagram clip posted Thursday, debuting a drink with cucumber and orange peel called The Alchemy, a love song that the Grammy winner wrote about her and the tight end's romance. The cocktails you won't stop talking about, and for good reason, read the caption of the post. Patrick Mahomes claimed that he and Travis Kelce obviously had to include Taylor Swift Easter eggs on their 1587 Prime restaurant menu. The quarterback addressed naming an alcoholic beverage with cucumber and an orange peel after Swift's 2024 love song titled The Alchemy during an appearance on the Drive radio show Thursday. I'm not a big liquor drinker myself, but from everyone else, I've heard it's a really good drink, and obviously we wanted to have an ode to Taylor and how important she is, not only to us but this city as well, he gushed. I think people will be super excited to get it, and it has the theatrics that I think people will love. I'm sure it is something that will be ordered a ton and be a bestseller at $15.87. Mahomes speculated the drink would be a bestseller. $15.87 opens in Kansas City, Missouri on September 17th. And fans couldn't get enough of this. I don't know who is more down bad. Him putting a drawing of her with his Cincy jersey on his restaurant menu and a beverage made about her, or her releasing her new album with songs about him on his birthday week. This husband and wife, so lover boy and lover girl, one fan wrote. Stop it right now, he's obsessed with her, another fan wrote. This is genuinely adorable. All the nods to Taylor there, she really is the princess of Kansas City, one fan said. We can't get enough of them. Los Angeles Chargers player Ter Tart has reportedly been fined $12,172 for punching Travis Kelce in the face during their game in Brazil last week. Kelce and Tart came to blows in the team's season opener after the Chiefs star was blocking on a drive for his team that would end with a Patrick Mahomes touchdown. Tart took exception to how hard Kelce was pushing him. When Taylor Swift's fiancé finally let go, Tart stared at Kelce before punching him in the face with his hand. It was a shame for the referees after Tart, a 6 feet 2 inches, 315 pounds defenseman, was not sent off for punching an opponent. Remember what happened to Shiloh Saunders. Instead, according to ESPN, the NFL has now retrospectively imposed a fine of just over $12,000 on Tar, which is aligned with a first striking offense. The NFL announces fines on Saturday. Earlier this week, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid vented his frustrations over the fact Tart had seemingly avoided punishment. According to NFL.com, Reid said, "I don't understand that rule. I guess it's open hand, fist, whatever, I don't know. I don't know what their decision was on that. But he definitely got hit in the head pretty hard, whether it was an open fist or a closed fist." Reid was then asked if he planned to get clarification from the NFL on the play. "I'll work out that with the league," he said. "I can't get into all that." Kelce appeared unharmed and didn't react with any anger to Tart's hit. Instead, he shrugged and turned to the referees, appealing for them to take action. After the incident, Tart poked fun at his slap on Kelce after being bombarded with messages from angry Swifties. Tart added fuel to the fire by reposting a famous Dave Chappelle skit depicting American singer and songwriter Rick James slapping comedian Charlie Murphy. He shared the skit, which sees Chappelle's fictional James character ask Murphy, "What did the 5 fingers say to the face?" before smacking him, along with 2 laughing emojis and a clear reference to his altercation with Kelce. He later shared a series of pictures from the game onto his Instagram account. The caption read, "I'm too swift with it even in Brazil." Oh my God, you're happy after you punched another player on the field? This loser needs a lesson. That action by Tart was like a slap in the face to Roger Goodell. He was also in Brazil watching the match live, and the camera didn't seem to miss any of Roger's reactions. So embarrassed in that moment, he looked down with his eyes averted.